In Karnataka, it's the same script, just a different season. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who's announced his retirement twice before, is once again hinting at staying on, this time perhaps till 2028. And with that, the Congress's internal tug-of-war for the CM's chair is heating up yet again with the backward CM. We want a backward CM theory back in the spotlight. The latest spark came when his son Yathindra, of course, suggested a couple of days ago that his father's political innings was nearing its end and that his colleague, Minister Satish Jarkiholi, could take the AHINDA legacy forward. That single comment opened up the Congress's old wounds and actually lit the tinderbox, the one that divides Camp Sidda and Camp DKS Shivakumar. Listen in.
ಇವತ್ತು ತಂದೆಯವರು ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೇನು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಕೊನೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಬದುಕಿನ ಕೊನೆ ಘಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂತ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ವೈಚಾರಿಕವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಪರವಾದಂತಹ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೇತೃತ್ವ ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಒಬ್ರು ನಾಯಕರು ಬೇಕು. ಜಾರಕಿಹೊಳಿ ಅವರು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿನ ವಹಿಸ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಯುವ ನಾಯಕರಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬಿಕೆ ನನಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ತತ್ವಬದ್ಧತೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ನಾಯಕ ಸಿಗೋದು ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅಂತ ಕೆಲಸನ ಜಾರಕಿಹೊಳಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ,
Caught off guard, Siddaramaiah quickly clarified and said, and I quote, "If the High Command decides, I will continue as Chief Minister for the full 5 years." Listen in.
ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತಪ್ಪಿಸಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ಹಕ್ಕು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳೋದು ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಜನ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ.
What followed was Siddaramaiah's loyalists, including Home Minister G. Parameshwara and Satish Jarkiholi, rallying behind him, insisting there's no vacancy in Karnataka's top post as yet.
ಯಾವುದೇ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ನವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಈಗ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಿನ್ನೆ ದಿವಸ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ನಿನ್ನೆನೂ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ 2ನೇ ಸಾರಿ 3ನೇ ಸಾರಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಅಂತಿಮ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ.
ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಯಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳು ಕಾಯಬೇಕು, ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋರು ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಉದ್ಭವಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಯಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವು ಕಾಯಲೇಬೇಕಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಯಲೇಬೇಕು, ಅವಕಾಶ ಬರೋರಿಗೆ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು ನೀವು.
The opposition BJP also jumped into it, of course, as it should. And State Chief Yathindra said people have lost faith in this government, taking a swipe at the Congress's open infighting.
G. Parameshwar, Home Minister, he himself has claimed because of the internal bickering of the ruling Congress party, administration has come to halt. This has been said by none other than Home Minister Parameshwar himself. Administration has completely collapsed in Karnataka. People of Karnataka, the farmers here, they are least bothered whether this government is going to survive, whether Siddaramaiah is going to continue as the Chief Minister or someone else will replace it. Not going to change the situation in Karnataka because of the corrupt Congress government, because of the inefficient Chief Minister, inefficient Congress government. The entire administration has collapsed in Karnataka. Administration has come to standstill.
But then the timing raises questions. By November 2020. Siddaramaiah completes 2.5 years in office, the halfway mark in the unwritten power-sharing formula with DK Shivakumar. And with talk of a cabinet reshuffle around the same time, Siddaramaiah's show of strength seems far from coincidental. While Shivakumar's scam keeps the 2.5-year formula alive, Siddaramaiah is reinforcing his core base, the AHINDA coalition of minorities, OBCs and Dalits. It's a subtle yet powerful message. Karnataka must have a backward class chief minister, not one from the dominant caste. Let me now go across to the experts, and let me also add that all the Dalit big-time leaders in the Congress government and party are doing all their best to rally behind Siddaramaiah and take the AHINDA umbrella further. Satya Prakash, Vice Chairperson and Spokesperson for the KPCC, is joining us. Ashok K.M. Gowda, who's Spokesperson for the BJP, and Vijay Grover, Senior Journalist and Political Analyst. Thank you, gentlemen, for making the time. Vijay, coming to you first. Vijay, next month they are going to rally under what they call as Dalita Aikyata Samavesha, and this is either Chitradurga or Devangere. They are saying, and I find this a very specious kind of a, reason, but then politicians, have their, they say we want to thank many people, Dalits particularly, who actually voted us in. Rather late, for the party, don't you think? Don't you think the intent is very clear? Let's get a backward chief minister in the seat of Siddaramaiah in the eventuality of Mr. Siddaramaiah giving in and saying enough is enough. Let me just go away. I've done a wonderful job for so many years. Whether it is Muniyappa, whether it is Parameshwara, whether it is Jarkiholi. And behind all this is to see to it that they stymie DK Shivakumar's rise.
Good evening, Sidda.
Hi.
You mentioned 3 names, but you didn't mention Mr. Kharge's name. That is something which, is good consensus candidate. We've discussed about this in the past as well. And I think so the way things are panning out now, we've seen it could be that Mr. Kharge finally could have a chance at, the chief ministership, something that is been denied to him in the past by S.M. Krishna or the others as well. Now, clearly the fact that the cards for this were played out sometime back when the socio-economic survey, though we say that it's a socio-economic survey, but the message was very clear that it was a caste census. Technically, a kind of message that the government wanted to send that the dominant caste, the Lingayats and the Vokaligas, certainly do not have the kind of numbers that have been claimed by them in the past. So clearly, this was something that could pan out once the ongoing socio-economic survey is complete. We will know where what stands. And the kind of, non-cooperative approach by some people, including Sudha Murthy and Narayan Murthy, clearly shows that they do not want the true picture to come out as to where the backwards stand, where the SC/ST community stands, where the OBC stand. So that is something where, again, questions are being raised already about what could be the outcome of that. Now, in midst of all this, we have the Bihar elections, and we know that the OBC card and the Dalit card is something that the Congress has played very well under Rahul Gandhi's leadership. And that's something, today takes a jolt because, when you start dividing people again, just ahead of the Bihar elections on 6th and 11th, that could be a question, that could be a major challenge. Now, whether Siddaramaiah stays, Siddaramaiah goes, DK Shivakumar comes, or anyone else comes, it is an internal affair of the Congress. But when we are talking of the state, we're talking of the freebies or, the kind of allocation of funds to different caste communities. That could be the question that people have. And that's the interest that a lot of us who are non-political have, that what could be the impact of a forward caste chief minister, or what could be the impact if we have a backward caste chief minister, that the social justice that Siddaramaiah has been talking of.
All right.
We'll see the end of the day.
Yeah, but I'm going to go to Satya Prakash. Satya, thank you for your patience for waiting. Mr. Gowda, I'm coming to you just in a moment, sir. Thank you for your patience as well. Satya, for me, it seems like the same group which was planning dinners, which Surjewala cancelled, said no dinner, there is no point. It's the same group, as it were. Of course, Rajanna is also part of it and also not a part of it in more ways than Nagendra is also part of it, but not a part of it. It is just for me, you know, Vijay spoke about Bihar elections, but then the mascot, the man who's projected as a man who's done a lot of work in Bihar is no one but Mr. DK Shivakumar. That's the truth also. This seems clearly that this group, with the blessings of Mr. Siddaramaiah, wants to keep the AHINDA stamp intact so far as the chief ministership is concerned, which is natural cue it is. Maybe DK Shivakumar will have to fight to gain his place. Satya Prakash.
Good evening, Sudha.
Hi.
Let me make it very abundantly clear
Yes.
that Congress is a party for all communities.
Right.
It is a party for Vakaligas, Lingaites, SCs, STs, OBCs, minorities, everyone. There is no hard and fast rule in Congress that the Chief Minister chair will only go to the backwards, it will only go to the Dalits, or it will not go to Muslims, it will not go to Vakaligas. Not. We are a party for all. There should not be doubt in anyone's mind that 2023 elections, we went under the joint leadership of Mr. DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. As and when vacancy arises, DK Shivakumar will be a very strong contender. No one should have any doubt on that. Okay? Congress is the only party which has always given representation to OBC. Which other party has given? Has JDS ever made a OBC chief minister? Has BJP ever made an OBC chief minister in the state? No. They have only made, a Vakaliga or a Lingayat. It is only Congress party where a Vakaliga also has a chance to become a chief minister.
So,
a Lingayat also has a chance, a Dalit also has a chance, a Muslim also has a chance. So let me make it abundantly clear that there is no caste politics when it comes to the CM's chair. Everyone will get their
Yeah, right.
chance.
Satya, when you say...
Ellarigu Samabalu. Every community will get its due.
Wonderfully said.
No one should have
in
any...
Kannada. But you know, Satya, tell me something. When you say that Mr. Shivakumar is a strong contender, are you denying Mr. Kharge that CM's chair?
Kharge ji has said in no uncertain terms, you all stay together. I am not a contender for that post as of now. I want you all to stay united. In front of Siddaramaiah ji also has said, in front of DK Shivakumar also has said. Once upon a time, Kharge ji's name will just come up, but Kharge ji has never said that he's...
All right. So, Vijay, he is actually saying no, and he's the official, and maybe you can talk to him. Mr. Gowda, what I find very surprising is that it is not the first time, and I hope it is the last time. There is history to this. It is very clear, sir, that the Dalit leaders are getting together, and each one is a tall leader in his own right, whether it is Mr. Parameshwara, politics aside, whether it is Satish Jarkiholi, Muniappa, all these people have done a lot of work. They have a history behind them. Don't you think it is an effort? And Mr. DK Shivakumar came to Delhi once to commiserate with Ambika Soni ji, and the second time around he still came. I am not going to speculate about why he is in Delhi, why can't he be in Delhi. The point of the matter is that, don't you think, Ashok Gowda, that there is an effort, while they are trying to expand the AHINDA umbrella, it is to tell Mr. DK Shivakumar, wait your turn, not yet. Ashok.
See, I'll tell you, there are two aspects to this. One
Right.
thing is, let us get into the Dalit chief minister's post. In Karnataka, it was Basavalingappa whose name was supposed to be announced, and as well as G. Parameshwara ji in 2013 was about to become a chief minister. Both the opportunities were definitely tented by the Congress people only. That is, in 2013, it was Siddaramaiah and his gang, and during Basavalingappa's time, it was then the Congress stalwarts, like including Mallikarjun Kharge ji, Dharam Singh ji, and other people. Leave that apart. Now, in the entire India, out of 28 states, there are more than close to around 560 chief ministers till date, very close to it. Out of which only there are 5 chief ministers who are from scheduled caste communities who have been given opportunity by Congress party. Meaning to say, what kind of a treatment is done, and that too, when they give in the last tag in 3 months, 2 months, nothing more than that. The longest term chief minister by the scheduled caste community is for 18 months by Congress party. Other parties have given a lot of opportunity. That's a different issue. Now coming to the statistics, let us come to the Wakkaligas. Papa, where Satyaprakash says,
Sir,
Wakkaligas were treated very well. Believe me or not, I'm saying Kengal Hanumantayaji, when he quit the post of Chief Minister, he said, Congress party is a death note for Wakkaligas in Karnataka. And he said this, I'm quoting his own quotes. Now, after Kengal Hanumantayaji, there was no Chief Minister made in Wakkaligas, including SM Krishna's opportunity in 1992, when Virap Moili was tipped to be the Chief Minister, was taken away only because SM Krishna was a Wakkaliga, not by merit. Leave that apart. Now, only because Devegowdaji was the Chief Minister, Devegowdaji had become a Prime Minister.
Sir, I want you to address my question.
Given an opportunity, nothing else. Now, DK Shivakumar asked pen and paper. Entire community of the Wakkaligas stood with the Congress party. You go to the entire Mysore belt, Congress won maximum seats. Only because thinking that DK Shivakumar will be the Chief Minister.
And now?
Why is the politics around? Just to make sure that DK Shivakumar will not be the Chief Minister. You make anybody else the Chief Minister. They're not bothered about any caste or community. They're bothered who can give them more money.
Did I tell DK Shivakumar will not be made the Chief Minister? Did I tell that?
You know, this entire thing is going one way. This is what I mean. Ashok, I asked you a simple question. You know, while it's lovely, you know the history of it backwards, I would love to listen to you. But today, what I'm asking you is there an effort by the Dalit leaders to see that DKS waits his turn and they are the ones who push one of their own candidates, Ashok?
Yeah, I'll tell you, that is not the concern. Concern is who are these people who are getting tipped? Who are the people who are tipping? Siddaramaiah is tipping all the people. He is creating an infighting within the Dalit leaders.
You made your point. Yes, you made a point. You made your point. You made your point very well. That's what you feel it's all orchestrated. Vijay, this was my whole contention. You know, politics is not about saying you're my friend, let's sit together and, you know, share our lunch. Politics is about fighting. It's about surviving. That's a jungle out there. And that's what my question was. Kharge ji, I feel, is too old and he's managing the Congress party. Kharge Jr., I have no clue. I don't think that he'll be easily acceptable. My core of the question is, DKS is a phenomenal leader. He's very dynamic. But, a group is getting together to see to it that because Yathindra gave them one chingari to say, okay, backward leader, they capitalize on it and run away with the idea and keep DKS away. Vijay.
Well, Sudha, this is the dilemma that, the entire state is facing at the moment. There was a time when SM Krishna was the Chief Minister and nobody looked at him as whether he was a Wakkaliga leader or whatever he was. Because the kind of investments and the kind of work that he put in over there, every caste community accepted him wholeheartedly. Because, if there was an IT revolution in the Karnataka state, it was during his tenure that we saw the kind of development. Now, unfortunately, what we saw after that is the polarization which has happened over caste, where people and parties are now aligned more to a specific caste. And that is a very unfortunate thing. The fact that Siddaramaiah has, in his 2 terms, given the kind of governance which, even his detractors appreciate. That is something that we need to, acknowledge and say that the kind of 5 guarantees that he has sustained for such a long time, the kind of benefits that he's ensured are irrespective of political allegiances. Now, if such a man today faces a dilemma within the Congress that he has to step down for somebody else just because there was an agreement or there is pressure from the High Command, that is the most unfortunate thing. Because, forget the caste thing. We see the Wakkaligas consolidation, we see the Dalits formation coming.
We can't.
But are we talking of the state?
No.
We're not talking of the development.
That we stopped there, Vijay, when we were children maybe. That's all gone. That is idealistic. Yeah. That is seen to be, that seemed to be very, very idealistic and naive, Vijay. Wo nahi hota. Satya ji, I want to come to you. Please finish, Vijay. Ji.
I still need to believe, and the common man like me, who's non-political in nature, certainly wants good governance to continue.
Right.
And there's no doubt that, this is something where if Siddaramaiah faces the dilemma within his party, that his own partymen are chasing him, That is very unfortunate.
Right. You know, I want to ask Satyaprakash ji. Satyaprakash, I want to ask you, are you denying that these two camps, Siddaramaiah camp and just answer in one word because I have another question, and DKS camp, it never existed in the Congress party, sir?
See, there are no camps in the Congress party.
Okay.
Let me be very clear.
Okay. So second question, sir.
Okay.
Second question, sir. Then why is it that Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala has to come each time and warn everyone that do not speak to the media, out of turn, keep quiet? And DK Shivakumar also said, I remember his bite very clearly, I am not speaking to anyone, you cannot make me speak. Why did that happen if there were no camps?
Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala is the General Secretary in charge of Karnataka.
We know that.
It is under his leadership that we got 135 odd seats in Karnataka, and he is the big brother of the party in Karnataka. So if there are some problems within the party, he will come and mend fences. There is nothing
you
wrong
are
in
saying
it.
there is no camp, then you are saying if there are some problems, you are contradicting yourself. No. Okay. Third question. Let's make it quick so that people know you are the spokesperson. Your word really carries weight more than anyone else. Satyaprakash ji, number 3 is, don't you think if you go by the Kantaraju report, let's not talk about this caste survey, beta, the Dalits and the OBCs, they constitute the largest, kind of group in Karnataka. So, going by that standard, don't you think that after Mr. Siddaramaiah, who's done such a fantastic job, he's a Kuruba, there should be someone from the backward community, sir? Don't
Congress
you respect people's wish?
Congress is the only party. From 2013 to 2028, we had a backward chief minister. From 2028,
so
we are having
this time should we have a backward chief minister, sir? Do you think Mr. Muniyappa, Parameshwara, all these people, Jarkiholi, are on the right track, no?
See, in that case, aren't you doing injustice to DK Shivakumar?
How do I know, sir? You are the party, sir. I am just a journalist. I am asking questions, sir.
Only if you give me at least 1 or 2 minutes, like you give
Go
us
ahead.
5-6 minutes, give me 2 minutes. I will
Satya,
tell you
this is really, I'm going to send you
Mr.
your tape one day. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said. No problem.
Go
Give
ahead.
me 2 minutes, that's it.
Chalo na,
See,
khatam ho jayega.
Mr. DK Shivakumar has been the KPCC president for the last 4-5 years. And the amount of hard work he has done. I am not telling the Dalit MLAs have no right to become the chief minister. But as on today, it is we went to polls under the leadership of joint leadership of DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah.
All right. Okay.
So he as and when there is a vacancy,
I have to wrap up.
as and when there is a vacancy, Mr. DK Shivakumar for all the
All
hard work
right.
that he has put for the party.